whole map has been created by hand by our artists. That's why it feels so immersive. It feels real, like every square inch is different.
Yeah, you've really put heart and soul into it. I mean, the second game, obviously, it's in the title, Dying Light 2 Stay Human. So I think that's been one of my favorite parts of the Dying Light games, is it's set aside from other games like that because it feels so realistic. And,
realistic also in the
combat.
Exactly. Representation of gore. So another thing about Dying Light, aside from parkour, of course, it's a melee combat focused game with lots of brutality, lots of gore. I think that's something that's very important in a zombie genre, that you really need to show the guts, you really need to show the blood, you really need to show the kind of the brains being exposed, the heads being cut. I'm not sure how much of it can we show because I think the previous games were a little bit on the family-friendly side. But that's also a good thing because Aaron is having fun because he knows how to play the game. He spent hundreds of hours in it. But again, this is a game where you see zombies. If you manage to survive, Aaron.
They just came out of nowhere.
Your whole team is
survival horror. I'm demonstrating exactly what we want, right?
Yeah, that's true. So, like military combos like this, if you manage to kill all of the infected here, or if you manage to outsmart them, because that's also an option. You can, for example, use a decoy, draw them to like away from this place, and then try to loot it. That's a very good place to find some ammo for your firearms. And as I said, firearms have really received a lot of love from us as developers in Dying Light the Beast.
Okay. He's a bit too big for now, I think, this guy, right?
This one, let's not risk it. You already died once,
They're
playing with fire.
Like the guys back at home are making bets, like, will he die again?
Oh. So firearms, there's a little bit more of a focus on.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe we could actually use the rifle. What do you think? It will get messy because the thing about firearms is they make a lot of noise.
Got you.
So as soon as you start shooting, there's a chance that the virals, the fast-moving zombies, will come. Actually, I think there's one guy over there.
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's try to hide. Like when you cut a limb, you can cut it in 3 different places. You can really leave a lot of scars, wounds, like broken places on. Yeah, let's try to. That's nice, quite brutal.
I saw earlier
like
when you just left someone crawling because you cut his leg off. So that was quite mean for that poor zombie, I feel, as well. A nice flame.
Also, as you can see, there's a lot of versatility. Yes, like, emotions. There's a lot of varied ways how you can solve combat situations. That's also something that we were always thinking about when we were working on Dying Light games. We want to give players freedom where they go anywhere, climb anything, freedom how they fight. Actually, we're leaving the mission area, so that of course in the full game you're not leaving mission area, so the freedom is open and you can go everywhere you want.
Yeah, I like the tactic of running away. That's my favorite tactic.
But that's also like that's your choice, right? And again, like vehicles, another thing that's new to the Beast. Actually, maybe we can also show the FPP, right? Because you can drive from that perspective, like keep the immersion. So it is like it's nice to roam through zombies, blast through zombies with your vehicle, giving you a little bit of those Carmageddon vibes, but again, like a little reminder, this is a survival game, right? So like you need to think about how damaged your vehicle is,
and the gas. We're about to run out of gas.
Exactly, doesn't have gas. So I think we are slowly running out of gas. So
got to find a gas station.
Exactly. I'm not sure they're still working. You know,
man. So with our new vehicles and things, is there different areas that we can explore around the world then?
No, so actually we decided to choose this one because it fits the environment most, right? So Aaron, when you get up, maybe let's just have a nice look around the place. So
taking the view, I love that.
Yeah, take the view, and we'll talk about vehicles. So we have chosen those off-road pickups because they fit the environment most. We didn't see that much of it yet, but the whole world is actually quite varied. We have the town in the middle, we have an industrial park, we have swamps, we have mountains with hiking trails, we have farm fields, so a lot of very uneven terrain. So off-road pickups seem to be most fitted to this kind of environment. So yes, you are driving that vehicle. There might be some things hidden, but I'm not spoiling that too much. But then you're also able to customize the visuals of the vehicle a little. So there's still quite. Oh, I think that's the blanket that I was.
Yeah. This was the.
So this is actually the real blanket that you can find in one of our level artist grandmother's.
Actually, at one of the playtests, some guy met me. He said the same thing. Like he recognized the blanket. So it's a very iconic.
That's so wholesome. So there we go. That's a challenge for
I
everyone
don't know.
playing
Are we ready to go into the night part? Because we might do that. But
I'm ready if you guys are.
a word of warning, because like Dying Light generally. Let's maybe look at some Vista before us. Okay, let's go to the night. So what happens is that Dying Light basically is a game of two halves. The day part that we have just experienced, if you are a good player, you are in control. You know what to do, like you know how to behave. You will kind of find your way around in this apocalypse. But the night part is something completely different. What happens is the volatiles, and I will scare you a little, so kind of sit tight. The volatiles, like the scary monsters, the apex predators, the kings of the night, they are coming out, they are roaming the whole place. And with those guys, you don't fight with them. Like when you see them, you try to run away as quickly as possible. Okay, maybe at the end of the game, where your beast mode is fully charged, where you have unlocked all of the skills for the character, because there's like a big skill tree of various beast skills that you unlock. If you are kind of fully formed beast mode Kyle Crane, you can fight with them, but without that, it's really, really scary. So maybe we can actually try to sneak upon those guys a little, so we see them from close.
We'll go sneaky beaky.
You can see where they are if you use the survivor sense. So that's like a special senses of Kyle Crane where we can see the threats and be aware of the threats around him. But it seems the volatiles are everywhere. Maybe actually what we could do, that's scary.
There's so many.
Dying Light the Beast is shaping up to be one of the biggest survival horror releases of 2025, and Techland is treating it as a full-scale standalone entry in the franchise, rather than just an expansion. Launching worldwide on September 19th, 2025, the game will be available on PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store, on PlayStation 5, including the Pro model, and on Xbox Series XS with PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions, scheduled to arrive before the end of the year. What makes this release particularly exciting is its origins. What started as early concept downloadable content for Dying Light 2 eventually grew into a completely separate experience. One that not only evolves the mechanics but also brings back a fan favourite protagonist, Kyle Crane, whose fate was left ambiguous for years. This time, Crane emerges after enduring brutal captivity and twisted experiments at the hands of a warlord known as the Baron, and his mission takes him to the chilling landscapes of Castor Woods, a Swiss Alps-inspired valley where his pursuit of vengeance collides with the harsh reality of his hybrid DNA, part human, part infected. As with every Dying Light game, survival is at the heart of the experience, and Techland has doubled down on the series' signature first-person parkour. The new handcrafted world is designed for vertical freedom, letting players sprint across rooftops, scale jagged cliffs, or leap through forests and swamps that seamlessly connect rural villages, industrial sites, tourist spots, farmland, and abandoned national park trails. Traversal has been expanded beyond parkour too, with off-road driving making its debut. Players can switch from rooftop chases to behind-the-wheel carnage, ploughing through hordes of infected while navigating open fields, muddy roads, or frozen mountain paths. Combat also strikes a balance between the raw physicality of hand-to-hand melee and the tactical use of firearms, delivering impactful feedback through upgraded animations, sharper gore effects, and more reactive enemy behavior. The defining new feature, however, is Beast Mode, a headline mechanic that reflects Crane's transformation after years of experimentation. In short, this system lets him tap into his infection and unleash short bursts of overwhelming power, tearing through enemies with terrifying strength. But this power comes at a cost. Activating Beast Mode sacrifices precision, weakens defenses, and risks loss of control, turning combat into a dangerous gamble where brute force collides with self-preservation. Combined with the series' iconic day and night cycle, this mechanic pushes tension to new heights. Daytime still favours scavenging, exploration and crafting, but when night falls, enemies become faster, more aggressive and more cunning, pushing players into an intense cat-and-mouse struggle where Beast Mode might be the only way to survive overwhelming odds. On the narrative side, Techland promises a more focused main storyline compared to past entries. Rather than filling the map with checklist-style content, the Beast weaves optional activities more naturally into the campaign, ensuring that exploration feels meaningful and story-driven. The campaign itself can be played solo or in 4-player co-op, with shared story progression so that groups can complete the entire journey together without losing continuity. Enemy patrols and AI routines adapt dynamically to time of day, weather shifts, and player choices, creating emergent gameplay moments where stealth, distraction, or brute force may each offer different outcomes. In terms of presentation, Techland is pushing immersion further than ever with improved animation readability, dynamic gore feedback, and a world designed to make every encounter feel tense, especially after dark. The environments themselves also tell a story, with abandoned resorts overtaken by vegetation, derelict industrial complexes echoing with distant screams, and hidden laboratories tied to the Baron's cruel experiments. All while atmospheric audio design layers dread into every shadowed corner. On the business side, Techland has already outlined a content roadmap. A deluxe edition will include digital extras, and pre-orders come with the Hero of Haran bundle, which features fan service weapons and gear like the Follower crossbow, the Injade's memory pistol, the Haran combat knife, and cosmetic packs celebrating the series' legacy. Perhaps most notably, loyal fans who own the Dying Light 2 Stay Human Ultimate Edition will automatically receive the Beast at no additional cost upon release, a bold move that reinforces Techland's long-standing reputation for rewarding its community. Altogether, Dying Light the Beast is not just another sequel, it's a transformation for the franchise. By blending parkour freedom, brutal combat, vehicle traversal, and a darker, more intimate narrative around Karl Crane's struggle against both humanity and his infection, Techland is setting the stage for what could be the most intense and emotionally charged entry yet. With its September release date approaching, all signs point to the Beast being a major leap forward for survival horror and one of the year's most ambitious games.